Bit of a different Monday here for us at the Giants. We played Richmond yesterday in Wagga Wagga and then have commenced our community camp. So jumped in the car with big Sammy Jacobs, who loves his Ed Sheeran, but we're off to Tumbarumba to meet with some of the locals and see if we can lend a hand. So we're off to meet one of the locals, Ian, who unfortunately had the fire come through his property and his son, and they had some devastation on the property. So we're going to go and hopefully be able to lend a hand.
And it just kept going, and it slowly filled in all the areas, the rushes.
Yeah.
So we were still here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this burn, so it was 6 hours later.
That was where the first fire went through. It was running with a flying height of about 45 metres.
Obviously, it gives you great perspective, but over the last few months, I guess we saw on the news and we're reading plenty of articles about the devastation that was going on and just how terrifying it all sounded. But to get here and actually see where it was, causing havoc with 45-metre high, fires, it'd be truly terrifying. And just hearing the stories from the people around how they all banded together and the community all stuck together and essentially fought it off themselves was truly remarkable. Extremely resilient, obviously very accommodating for us, coming in and just learning a little bit about, their way of living, but hearing the stories of what they've had to go through and endure, just how resilient they are and calm and I guess confident in the future as well, despite many of them losing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of stock or equipment or product. Just how resilient they are and just how close the community came together over the period to really look after each other.
The bins that we put our apples in, we lost about 700 of those in one shed. And all our irrigation equipment was burnt. We've had to put out about 6 kilometres of irrigation pipe where it's all been burnt.
Our crew had to go out to Kiamba, which is on the Hume Highway, where the overpass is, to come back in because of the roads being blocked because of the fire.
Out there, I met the first Saturday we opened the recovery centre, and he's living in a caravan. And that first week I said, mate, I can get you housing and get you whatever you want, And he goes, no, I'm alright, I'm good. And he came in on the weekend and he's just a different bloke. Like, he just can't do it anymore. He said, he wakes up every morning and his house, his castle, is just
So we've just come from Sugar Pine Forest, which was one of the main tourist attractions here, and unfortunately went up in flames with 45-metre plus high flames and fires just engulfing it. And they were planted about 100 years ago, and now they're going to have to be ripped out essentially, and pretty quickly over the next sort of 12 months, if the local timber mill is able to get anything from it. Yeah, being here in person and just witnessing the devastation and hearing some of the stories firsthand from the volunteers and the emergency fire services has been quite profound and quite terrifying, to be honest. Hearing that a town of 1,500 people left to obviously protect their families and left it to 60 people to protect, and hearing that those 60 people were able to save people's houses and businesses. It's yeah, really quite impressive, and I guess they're the true sort of heroes, over this last period. I think what people can do is when they're planning their next little weekend getaway or holiday would be to look up these areas and get down here and stay a few nights. Visit some of the affected areas just to take it all in, to appreciate the heroic work that the emergency services did in such a short time, with lack of communication at times because of phone towers going down and the like, and just spend some time here, spend some money here, and it goes a long way. The locals have already seen a little bit of that, but to expand that even further, I think would be a great lift to the towns here.